So, Coach, you guys, the win streak ends. You come back with a split, but just to get that victory at Chico had to feel really good.
Felt great. We played at a very high level, rivalry game, on the road CC2A game. A couple of local players here chose not to go to Humboldt, went to Chico State. We overcame some social media that we didn't engage with. I'm very proud with our players prior to the game. And some serious fouling going on down there, and we overcame some physical play, technical fouls on both teams, both rosters. We overcame that and made a couple of game-winning shots, one in regulation, one in overtime. So it was a beautiful thing, and it was exciting, and it was the most memorable moment that we've had here in quite a long time. I think our players will cherish that forever, and we had a great celebration in the hallways and locker rooms at Chico State, and Highway 99 going to Turlock went quick for a 3 or 4 hour drive that evening. Guys very much enjoyed it. It was a great night.
What was the atmosphere like? Was it like a rivalry game, or was it more like a feel of a playoff postseason game?
All of the above. It was definitely a rivalry game, and we felt that. We tried to downplay that a little bit as far as our preparation mentally, and we'll probably do the same when they come here. It worked, so we'll stick with that. Over the last 14 years, we're by far and away ahead in the standings with Chico State. We certainly like the fact that we got a 1-0 start this season, and hopefully can carry a sweep when they come back.
So you guys on Saturday, Stanislaus, do you feel like just drained from that the game night before, or just kind of talk about the outcome on Saturday?
From a coaching standpoint, we're concerned about two things: mentally, emotionally being so high and drained after that game. I mean, it was quite an emotional game, and to win in the fashion that we did with Allen hitting that shot and the celebration we had in the locker room, it took a lot out of us emotionally, I thought. And of course, you don't want to have a letdown game. We certainly couldn't afford that going into Cal State Stanislaus, which is one of the best teams in the conference. And again, on the road, quite a bit of distance between Chico and Turlock. So mentally, we tried to get them focused correctly. We tried to pull as many tricks as we could that way. I thought as a staff that we did okay with that. Physically, just the amount of rest and to gather yourself after playing, some of these guys close to 45 minutes of basketball the night before. I thought we played well. We continue to play well. Obviously, our win streak got broken, but I think it's the last 6 out of 7 games, we've been winning and playing well. We certainly had a chance to win the game at Cal State Stanislaus.
With that winning streak, you guys were starting to build a lot more confidence. But even with that win against Chico and just how Chico's played this season, what can that do for this program, being a victory against for you guys?
The Chico State victory was definitely a feather in our hat. Playing well at Stanislaus, again, I don't think we lost any momentum, even though it was a loss. If you take a look at splitting on the road at Chico and Stanislaus, if you would have asked us a week ago, would we take that? Certainly, whenever any team in the conference can get a split on the road in January, I think they take it and run with it, as long as you take care of business at home, and that's what we're faced with this weekend.
Yeah, speaking of home, you guys back home, Jack Arena this week, East Bay on Thursday. What have you noticed about your opponent on Thursday night?
They're dangerous. They're good. They've got good players. They've got coaching staff. They've proven they can beat some teams. They're like us, maybe early December, trying to maybe find some combinations, some winning ways, and they'll get on a win streak, which I think they're very capable of doing. I think it's important we start off well. Try to get a quick lead on this team would really help, and we'll certainly do our best to do that.
You're looking at it this week, 2 wins and at 500 in conference. They're just still taking it at one game at a time, and then worry about the where you guys are at later.
No, it's still the same song. It's early, and people are losing games up and down, the standings, and so we're certainly in contention of getting to 500 quickly, which could be accomplished this weekend. we're certainly in a position to where we could make the top 6, which would be the CC2 playoffs this year. And I mean, if you look at numbers, we still could win a championship. And so, but it is one game at a time. And we have Cal State East Bay coming in here, a very good team, and we certainly can't overlook that.
I asked this to Austin as well, but to kind of get back into really striking distance of the top 6, I mean, how important is it for you guys to establish Lumberjack Arena as a place where you guys get victories more often than not?
Yeah, we play well at home. A lot of reason for that, I believe, is the crowd and the environment here at Lumberjack Arena is like no other place in the conference. JB Mathers can attest to that. He gets to travel with us. He sees these venues, and our players now know it. Even our new players, that they understand how special it is here. With the women's team winning and us on a win streak and us doing well at home. Again, I like our chances at home. We play with a little more confidence. We play a little more energy. We play a little faster, a little quicker, and that's our style of play. So it's, when we play to our strengths, we're pretty tough to beat.
What did Malik and Calvin learn, or what lesson do you hope they learn? They were both huge role players on Friday night, non-factors really on Saturday night. What do you hope they learn from that? Life on the CC2A. Saturday nights it's not date night. It's tough.
Yeah, their age is the same as the Kentucky freshmen, or any other great freshmen along the country, whether Division I or Division II or Division III. They need to step up. If they're going to be great players as freshmen, they need to learn how to play back-to-back nights, or whether it's in New York, Alaska, or LA. They've had plenty of experience now. I don't consider them freshmen anymore. They've had a lot of quality minutes this season, and they need to look in the mirror and get rolling. Whether it's Friday night, Saturday night, back-to-back nights.